Hello everybody, this is Wendy. I'm so excited you're joining me today. These are picture perfect birthday boxes and I'm super thrilled to show you how to make them. Very easy to make, and there is a tutorial over on my blog that is free to follow along with the measurements and all that if you need instruction. So here's the sweet little boxes we're gonna make, and I'm gonna show you how to make those. We are using the Picture Perfect birthday stamp set and the Rose Garden Thinlits. And I'm just going to be using a couple of the sentiments from this stamp set, which it has amazing sentiments. And the little label there, or tag maker in this. Now, you don't have to use the rose framelits, the Rose Garden framelits. You could just cut a tag and make it any size you want. So there's that tip for you. Now I'm just going to mount my stamps onto clear blocks. For those of you that don't know this, these are photopolymer stamps. They're clear and they do stain. And did you know that a stained photopolymer stamp means it's actually high quality? If a photopolymer stamp will not stain, it actually is a lower quality stamp. Interesting, right? Because you would think it would be the other way around, but it's actually not. If it absorbs the ink and stains, it means it's a higher quality stamp. Okay, so now I'm going to use the Treat Yourself sentiment, and I am making these for a little adventure that I'm going on at the end of February. I'm going to be going on a girls' trip, and it is in honor of my sister-in-law's 40th birthday. So I'm making little treat boxes. I really love whenever I go on a trip to create little pillow gifts for whoever I'm traveling with. It's just a thing that I like doing, and I think that people that get the gifts think it's really fun because they've never been to a Stampin' Up event, and Stampin' Up loves to spoil us with pillow gifts when you go and attend one of their incentive trips or something like that. So I ran those through my Big Shot and got them all cut out. And the thing I love about this box is it uses a 6x6 piece of designer series paper. So you could legitimately get 4 boxes out of one 12x12 sheet. Or you could use the Picture Perfect paper pack, that is a lot of P's, to make these boxes, which is what I did. So I am scoring at 1 1/8 of an inch, I believe. Let me look at my notes. Double check this. Double check my measurements. Yes, 1 1/8 on each side. And then this piece of basic black cardstock is cut at 5 15/16 by 5 15/16 to make a square. And then I'm scoring it at 1 3/16 on each side. So just doing this on all 4 sides. And I used my paper trimmer for all my scoring because the Simply Scored only goes down to 1/8 of an inch, and this project needed 1/16 in order to work. I don't have the centimeters on hand, but I will try to remember to put them in the tutorial over on my blog. Okay, so I'm going to trim in on 2 tabs on each side on opposite sides, if that makes sense. And you can see here I am tailoring these little tabs by trimming away at a diagonal so that a little bit of it falls away, just a splinter of it. And the reason I do that is because it really makes your box closure so much nicer. It makes everything look much more seamless, and it makes everything go together very nice. So I trim once on the score line, and then I trim a diagonal to trim out that little chunk. So I'm trimming in and then trimming at a diagonal again to create that little sliver to go away. Okay, the black here is getting put together, and I mean, all you have to do is add the tear and tape adhesive. I highly recommend using a strong adhesive, and then remove the adhesive backing and tape the box together, put it together. The tabs tuck in to the sides, and it's very simple to do. Whilst I'm doing this, I want to remind you that Sale-a-bration is still going on and that you can purchase the Stampin' Up! Starter Kit for $99 plus tax, and shipping is free. When you purchase the Stampin' Up! Starter Kit during Sale-a-bration, you also receive 2 free stamp sets of your choice. So you pay $99 plus tax, shipping is free. You're going to get to choose $125 in product, plus you get the 2 free stamp sets. So it really is the biggest benefit to you for spending your cash. If you want the most bang for your buck, it's buying the starter kit. Once you buy the starter kit, you can then make purchases as a demonstrator at 20% off. Plus you get to be part of my exclusive Facebook group and all the other fun things that I do with my team. We love to hang out and do fun stuff. So I highly recommend joining our team if you're interested at all. Becoming a member of our little stamping community that we've created it's so much fun, and I think you would really love it. Plus, who doesn't want a great deal, right? Who does not want to save a ton of money? So it's pretty much like, you know, I feel almost mean if I don't tell you about it, or somehow like I'm trying to cheat you if I don't tell you about it, because you get the 20% off. And I have so many of you that like to place orders for me more than once. And every time I see an order come through and it's more than one order, especially in a month, I think to myself, oh my goodness, they could be saving 20% on those orders. And it just pains me for you. Okay, so I'm going to trim my ribbon. This is Bermuda Bay ribbon. You can see here that these scissors are not very sharp. I need to sharpen them. They're very old. And this is Bermuda Bay. I think it's called shimmer ribbon, or I forget what it's called. And then I also earlier I stamped in Bermuda Bay ink when I was stamping my images. I'm going to take this tag, and I'm going to punch a hole in the top with my paper piercing tool. And I really just popped it through there and wiggled it around a little bit to make sure there was enough room to run my baker's twine through. And then I have basic black baker's twine that I'm going to run through there and then wrap around the ribbon and tie a bow. So really, really, really fast, 2 seconds. Last week I put up a tutorial and I sold it for $5 and some change. And I received a lot of wonderful feedback about that. And all of you that were really kind to me, I want to tell you how much I appreciate you and love you. Because even if you didn't buy the tutorial, but you were like, I get why you're charging, I have to just tell you how much I appreciate you. Because I did get some really negative feedback. And I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time on that. But I just have to say it was super hurtful. And I was really shocked at when, you know, all of us out here in YouTube land that provide free tutorials and stuff, it's a lot of work. It can take sometimes 2 or 3 hours to produce a video for you. I know it seems like it's a 5-minute video or a 10-minute video at the end, but that's after we've videotaped, we have purchased equipment that makes the videos high quality and stuff like that. And so by the time it's all said and done, I mean, I have a lot of money invested into this. I know other people do too, that invest into having high quality videos. And then in addition to that, we just, you know, spend a lot of our own time with no promise of a return in any way, which is not why I do this. I do this because I absolutely love it. I love to share and I love to create. And that's my number one passion in life, is sharing and creating so that it can create happiness for other people. But those of you that purchased and those of you that gave me kind words, I really appreciate you. And for the naysayers out there, I just hope you tip your waitresses. That's all I'm gonna say. I love you people. I thank you so much for joining me. These are the boxes. Again, like I said, you can go over to my blog. There's a free tutorial there where you can just grab the dimensions of everything that I mentioned, and I will attempt to put correct centimeter measurements on there. No promises, because I am a Yankee, so, you know, they could be wrong. If you want to see other videos from me, you can click on either image that you see here. Click on the little circle with my face in it to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. As always, if you have an idea for a tutorial, let me know. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.